let's go ahead and I'll probably just tie it in over here, which means I'll end up waiting, but seriously doubt I can loop this around, but I'm going to try. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Well, maybe. Maybe if I went out. I'll spend a lot of money on tracks, I'll tell you. Because I don't want him to come in. He's going to tie up the station either way, so we'll just get rid of that one and do it up here. We'll just have him merge in. Oh, getting close. Too close. Ooh, so close. There you go. That'll work. And we'll run straight up there. That hardly has any earthworks either. So I can run that train straight in. I may want to double track that. Go ahead and add a locomotive, right? And that's fine. Set the rail line from there to there. Freight. Go ahead and build. Put a signal in here. So we come all the way up and wait. And have just enough money for a supply tower. All right. So he's going to have wheat direct, even though it's also going into the warehouse. I could have actually run that out of there and saved the money on. I could have just upgraded this. Well, now it would cost like $40,000 more to upgrade it, so that's fine. At least it's closer. I would have spent the difference on tracks. Way it goes. So about halfway into the first year, we're moving along. I'm not totally broke. I'd like to see Toledo start growing. Once it starts getting wheat, it might, because that's what they're desperately lacking. I'm giving them cotton for that factory. When they get another factory, it'll be interesting to see what I choose. But logs is a big issue for them. Where are logs? They're probably all around Madison over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that direction. Good God. They're all over here? Where were the logs? Where are the logs? Come on, I don't see it lit up green. Up there it is. Down here? Okay, there's logs there. That's a long way to go, but that's going to really help them build. So let's go ahead and put in a small train station.
You've strengthened your hand considerably with this station.
Oh, well, thank you. I strengthened my hand. That was nice of her to compliment me for once. A little short bridge over there. So that's 76,000 so far. Try and stay between these lines, and I won't have too much grades to worry about. That's not bad. I mean, it'll get there. So it's going to take like 183,000. I got 17,000 in earthworks, which I can probably get rid of some of that. That one I'll probably want to definitely double track because that's a lot of rail. But one thing at a time. All right, 177,000. So we'll just watch it and see if we can make some money. So I've got that task completed. That's one of my 1854 tasks. So now I want to focus on getting their population up there. I've got about 1.5 years to get the bonus. I mean, you can still get credit for it. I'm trying to get the president level on everything. We'll see how it goes. My gosh, it's at 9:51 already on the live stream.
I started out.
I've already been out for about an hour. That's crazy.
I used this to
May have to do this in two streams.
That's how I built my reputation, and yes, that's also how I got my title Commodore.
Yes.
I was 16 years old at the time.
Aren't you full of yourself, Mr. Vanderbilt? All right, so I've got 107,000. Need to get Toledo growing. It's going nowhere. The one thing they desperately need is probably wood and or beer. While I'm at it, what do they do? See, gosh, I could almost, if they had wheat close enough. But it's not too bad. It's not too far. Chicago doesn't do beer. I could buy them a beer factory and have them run it up there, but, you know, there's only that money issue going on. Let's fast forward a little bit.
When I first started out, nobody took me seriously. Cornelius, whose family of Dutch farmers emigrated to America, but I showed them all.
I see. So you have a chip on your shoulder too, Cornelius. No, nice name. I'm not judging. Vanderbilt. All right, so it's moving along. We're into August. Can almost build that rail. Of course, I'm going to need to double track it, but, you know, it's pretty close. They definitely need the wood. That would hopefully get them being happy. We'll see if I can at least get one train on it. So close. They need 177,000. Now that I have the other things connected, I can probably get rid of this one. I really don't need this. This was just to get the achievement. But I might as well get myself the 40,000 back and get 9,000 back from that. So that's awesome. All right. Now we can build that track. No problem. That was sneaky. All right. Let me get my signals in just as it's coming into the station. He doesn't need one back here. Does need a supply tower. Probably needs two. But I'm just going to put the one in for now. And save some money up to get some another train going. New applicant. Engineer. Oh, that's nice. We could use that. That'll increase the speed of my trains, won't it? Yeah, let's see what they do. Maintenance requirements by 20%. It's the stokers that... So that one I might want to put an engineer and a stoker on. Even if I have to rob the stoker off another train. Can I add a locomotive yet? 35,000. Excellent. I don't want a conductor. What am I, stupid? Let's go with the engineer and put you on there. And the stoker... I'm going to go ahead and steal you. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and steal you. There you go. No conflict there. That'll make the train move faster. Go ahead and set up a rail line. Freight from this lumber up to Toledo. That's lovely. California becomes a new federal state as opposed to a non-federal state. It just exists. It just exists. It's a territory. I think I actually skipped territory and went straight to statehood because, you know, they had gold. All right, so I probably ought to think about. I want to see what their issue is here. So they're getting some wheat finally. The cattle they're not getting enough of. The wood they don't get enough of. Beer, milk, fruit. I don't know if they have fruit around here. The milk was just too far away too. Jeez. There was fruit. Boy, I could do that and have them join that line. I'd definitely have to double line this then. I'm hoping that the wood, once they get a certain percentage of their needs met, then they're happy enough to start growing. Boy, plus 81 per week, plus 28, 29. I mean, they're getting close. I think they combine these and it has to be over 60 total, if that's right. We'll see once they bring in the, let's ride along. Get the view of the Americas here. Here we are bringing our wood in. That's some nice wood right there. Look at that, all that pollutants going up in the sky. Boy, pollutants. Okay, I'm going to start thinking about double tracking this. The second line won't cost as much, so. Let's go down. Now, if I were smart, I just wouldn't do the bridge part. Do I want to do it down to here? See, that's 125. And if I stop before the bridge, because the bridge is what's going to cost me, that's 83. But then trains would have to, well, they could come up and wait. Yeah, I'd be smarter to run all the way down, especially if I'm going to bring this in, the fruit in. So that's 127. That's as cheap as it's going to get because I can't change the grading on it since it's going to double up on the tracks. Still in the first year, though. I still got a whole year to get Toledo going. Boom. Don't care about that. All right. Paid our bonds. More security guards. Okay, you know what? Hire these guys because they give me bonus on the freight also. I ought to actually go ahead before he gets there and give him a security guard. Excellent. All right, he's waiting for Toledo to Chicago. So there he is. He's running in there. Guess I can pause that at that point. All right, let's go ahead and get that second track built. Boom. And Green Forest to Toledo. We are going to carbon copy that bad boy. Nice. And then I ought to start thinking about bringing that fruit over. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do. But I want to see if that actually helps. Ah, they're growing now. Okay. I've got a train that has an issue. What train has got the issue? Waiting for Green Forest to Toledo. Oh, I double tracked that and I did not build signals. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our one-ways going and get lots of signals in. So they're both waiting for each other. Nice. Get a lot more signals in. And I'll have to go up above the tower and do that again. The one tower that I put in. All right. That should be good. They should start going now. I should have no conflicts. There you go. He's moving. The other one's moving. He's bringing lumber up. He's coming back to get more. Now, a sneaky way you can do this if you want to save on time. Since he's coming back empty, I could go in and delete him and then recreate him. That's really cheesing it, but you could do it if you're really pressed for time. But I've got Toledo growing now, and this is good. Now I want to save up $200,000 because once I hit 60, I want to put the museum in, which lowers what I need to make them happy to build from 60% to 50%. So, not the weaving factory. Let's look at what we got here. So, let's see. They're going. They're getting get the needs met. Fulfillment of demand is 70% right now, so that's good. As long as I can keep that going, I've got a whole year to get it done in half time to get the bonus. That'll be awesome. If I can achieve that by the end of the stream, I'll be thrilled. This is going to be cut up into a number of YouTube videos. I had to do chapter 2 as 3. I'll be uploading the third one tonight to YouTube. And they're actually getting a fair amount of views on YouTube, so I'm impressed. People who are into the game really like the game. Random breakdown. That's not because I don't have a station. I do have it right there. I see. Host bonus got it. Yep. Thank you, John, and thank you for tuning in. And thank you for your follow. I think you followed during the week. All right, I can do some stuff here. I got a new applicant, engineer. Good. Let's go in and, what can I do here? The Dragon is straight freight, 32 miles an hour compared to 27. That's much faster. Better tractive power, too. We're getting that, and I'm going to replace these
Is your new locomotive
trains.
as quick as it looks?
Let's replace anything that's straight freight. Isn't that pretty? The Dragon. I'm going to do a YouTube series on the trains, too. Because these are all historical trains. 173,000. Well, I kind of got to wait because I want to build that... I want to build that museum in Toledo. That's more important at the moment. I'm still going to get to the end of the year and be in good shape as far as building up. 57,000. I've not even hit the 60,000 yet. So we'll just roll with it. Let me go ahead and speed up a little bit. Let's take a peek again where we're at. 58,000. So he's getting close. I should get to the 200,000 about the time that Toledo's ready to have that go in. Always wants to click on the weaving factory. So 68% fulfillment of demand now. As long as it stays over 60, they'll keep growing. How's my warehouse doing? Let's look at our warehouse. Got lots of wheat in it. Corn, the sugar. Don't have a lot of veggies. They keep taking the veggies. Boy, they're taking the... See, I should second track the cotton, which I may have to do at some point because they're really hardly getting enough cotton because it takes so long to get it here. That's one of the fun things about it, to watch the economy grow. And if you own these factories, if you buy them out as you grow them, you need to start worrying about upping the output of the resource places. So not bad. We'll just let it keep growing. We're at 59.5. You can buy those farms and whatever. It's best to buy them beforehand, but early in the game, you don't have a lot of money. Eventually, you'll buy those things, though. Good security guards. Always take them so I can put them on trains. Did I didn't put a security guard on this one. Let me go ahead and put a security guard. I can put an engineer. I can put a stoker on them, but they hate each other. Let's see if I can flip-flop them. So that worked. And the other one hates them. Ugh. So take you off. So conflict between the people. Bummer that. Okay, Toledo grows. Hey, look at this. I can put in the museum, which knocks demand off by 10% or adds 10%. I'm not sure how they do it. I'll just put this in between these. Okay. That's going to help Toledo continue to grow big time. So they no longer need 60% to keep growing. They only need 50% to keep growing. And they're at 67. So my goal is to get them to 100,000. I'm hoping that they have enough stuff to keep them happy. I'm not even at the end of the first year. So that's pretty good. Young logging near Duluth. No, I'm not going to buy it. The other cities are suffering a little bit, but let's see. We're working on that. What do I have to do after that? 1856, I need to connect 250,000 people, which I'm pretty close to. And I need to connect the cities of Chicago, St. Louis, and Louisville. So as I connect those, that'll automatically pretty much do both those. We'll just keep our eye on Toledo once in a while to make sure it's growing. I'm going to start worrying about building a station between St. Louis, Louisville, was it? Or Indy? Which one was it? Louisville. Ooh, Wow, so he's got to go way down here. And he's got to go across. Okay, I've got some money. Let's get a small train station going. We'll have some nice routes going with these things. Get him up here. Usually like him in the center of the city, but we're going to go ahead and go out here as far as we can before the money runs out. That's 68,000. It's not bad. I can get this most of the way. These don't even have to be that great. I wouldn't mind doing a passenger line, though, just so I can get a little extra money. Gonna need that money. Let me end it there and build a short bridge across. 110,000. And I got to get it up into Chicago. All right. Wait a minute. That's on the other side. Oh, fiddlesticks. Let me get rid of that. That's on the wrong side. That's okay. I'll put it here for now. And I can right-click to end it for now. I'm going to wait till that train leaves. And then I'm going to reroute this track. Put it on the top side. Don't know what I was thinking about. All right. Let's go ahead and once he's gone, we'll right-click about there. Take you out. Boom. Now we'll reconnect that track. We'll connect you into, boy, 144,000. Yeeks. Well, I got to connect to that other one. $149,000. Let's go ahead and let that roll. Hopefully no other train will come back here because they won't be able to go anywhere. Get ourselves to the 149,000. All right. It's getting close. Don't want to buy that. When I'm playing Free World, I often will buy the factories and stuff that come up, but, you know. All right, come on. Let's get to the 149,000 so I can build that track. I don't want to bandit. I'm not going to rob somebody. Just too nice a guy. All right, there you go. We can go ahead and build that now.
You do know that the two rails have to run parallel to each other, right? Looks pretty amateurish to me.
Wow, he's just insulting, Mr. Big Billionaire. So I ought to at least start a rail line between there to make some money, you know, when I have some money. I don't have at this point. Bandit. See, I could hire them to steal my competitors' mail or rob their passengers. That's kind of cruel, though. I don't want to do that. So basically, I need to make a line from St. Louis either to Louis. I'll probably do it straight to Chicago because there's no rivers to cross. I'm negative 483. That's great. Let's go back over to, let's watch this, see how we're doing. Toledo's still growing. 72%, so it's going to keep hopping up there. Railroad police. Transportation of freight. But I can't afford it, so it doesn't matter. I could have sold a station somewhere and had 40,000 to bid, but that's fine. We won't worry about it. They can have that one. I'll get it later. How's she doing? Let's check and see how we're doing compared to our competition. So I'm worth $4 million. Hers is worth $2.9 million. She started out at like 2.3. She's not a particularly great competitor. She doesn't build well. Boy, when I buy them out, too, I always destroy all their stuff because they build really weird. The AI builds pretty strange. Let's see, I got one here. What can I get? I can get the Rensselaer, so I can have an express go down
Woo!
between
Is your new
Chicago and
locomotive as
Louisville.
quick as it looks?
So let me add that train. Add locomotive right there. 30,000 for the Rensselaer. Throw a conductor on it because they give you a higher ticket price. That's awesome. What do I have here? Engineer with no task. We'll go ahead and get you. And stoker with no task. Good. They all get along. That's great. I don't need the security guard on the passenger train. New rail line. We're going to go from Chicago 1 down to Louisville. Passengers and freight only. Fill her up, boys. We'll eventually get a double line that, and I'll double line St. Louis, and we'll double line between St. Louis and Louisville, and we'll have like 6 trains going around here just doing passengers, just to get me money. We need money. So not bad. These little short hops over here, I don't worry about. I probably, and actually you don't cash in at the warehouse. You cash in when the warehouse brings it to the city. So these couple lines I probably want to, like security guards on if I don't have them already. Which ones are out of Toledo here? Toledo to the warehouse. See, they don't have a security guard. Go ahead and throw a security guard on you. How about another warehouse to Toledo? That's got a security guard, so that's good. That'll give me like a 5% higher freight price. I don't think it'll give it to you on these because these ones don't actually, you won't see the little cash out thing when they hit the warehouse, only when it's brought into a city. Stokers would help them be faster, so the cotton one might not be a bad idea to put a stoker on, but I think I've used up all my stokers. So I've got 94,000. I ought to start thinking about building the other station over in St. Louis. People watching in St. Louis right now are going, it's not St. Louis. So 70,000. I still got like 10 months to get there. What were they at by percentage? 68%. As long as they don't get down under 50, they should be completely thrilled and happy. They should keep growing. All right, so I still can't build in Rock Island. Nope, that's faded out. All right. So let's get a small train station because I don't need a big train station. I can expand them later. Get in there.
Station? Well, good luck with it.
Well, good luck with it. Aren't you a smarmy? You know, let's just throw the whole thing in and then fix it. Let's be daring. Okay. So right now that says 155,000. I don't think so because we ain't doing $69,000 of earthworks. Because it wants to make it the flattest way possible because that'll make the trains faster. When I get much later into the games, I will go ahead and do that. I don't, let them make tunnels and bridges everywhere. Because the trains do, I've tested it in sandbox mode, and they do move a heck of a lot faster because they're not stopping at curves and they're not going up and down grades. But in this scenario, it's really just important that I get the objectives done. You know what else I needed to do is go add a supply tower to that line over to Louisville. I totally forgot to do that. So this is down to 108,000, but I'm going to wait. I want to build the supply tower on the Louisville line. Maybe just about before the bridge. This line almost needs 2 of them. All right. I don't even have signals on this. I should put one up here just before it comes in. Just to make it get this close and stop. All right, now I'm down to 93. Now we'll let it build back up to about 100. Then I can complete this station. And I'll get that bonus. I have the fastest train. The Rensselaer hits 47 miles an hour.
That was really fast.
Oh, thank you. I was really fast. All right. So moving right along. Moving pretty good here. So my 1856s are, that one's almost done. Toledo's up to 71,993. I do want to make sure that it's still growing. It's still growing. 72,295. 67%. It's got all year to get there. It's got to get to 100,000. Oh, I can even add something in St. Louis. Not that I need anything. Let's go ahead and build that track now. So that's good.
I see you've managed to expand your rail network in the East. That's more than I expected of you.
He is just
I hear the bridge
rude.
over the Mississippi has been approved. However, the Mississippi is a land border, and we must respect it. Constructing a bridge over it might be doable, but it's a huge amount of work.
It is. God, you're
Otherwise,
so overly
you'd have
dramatic.
to supply the construction site at Rock Island with materials and build another line there just for that. That's really not worth it.
You're right. I'll just quit and give up.
Your rail network pretty far south. Are you sure it's worth it?
Well, I kind of had to, Cornelius. Jeez. So let's go from Chicago 1 here over to here. And then as soon as I get 30,000, I need to put a supply tower in. And then I got to start bringing it over to Rock Island now because I can actually, yep, I can build to connect here. And I've had this plan since the beginning. I've got my industry in Madison with the lumber. So unlike the first time I did this, which I still got president level on it, but I don't have to bring the wood all the way from, the boards all the way from Toledo. All right, so that one's waiting for track clearance because I have a pretty small station over there, but that's fine. I'll definitely have to think about expanding that station at some point. Let's go ahead and put the supply tower in. So it's got a place to get supplies. Now I got to start thinking about track from this bridge to, which is nice. I already put a station in Rock Island. That's nice. Let's at least get that far, and that may be where we'll end it for the stream anyway. I'm going to go that way with it. Get up here. Well, you know, and I didn't get it on the correct side up here either. Wow, I am so silly. I could merge them there, but I don't want to. Let me go ahead and I can build that. Let's bulldoze from here down, which will also take out my signal. Put that back in. Golly jeepers. All right, let me do my signal here as it's coming back up. Put one there to make him stop if this train... I won't make this one stop. I want him to have the right of way. They should be on separate rails, but this thing will sometimes jump tracks on you, drive you nuts. All right, let's complete this one. I can lock them onto the tracks, so I could do that. I'm going to tell it to only use this track. All right, so that's good. 6,000 there. It's going to cost 4,900. All I need to do is get a tower in here and then get a rail line moving. Did I ever build a maintenance thing in Madison? I did, so it doesn't have to have one in Rock Island. So right now I just want to get up to 30,000. We don't care about the quarterly. Of course, it just took my money for the interest. How are we doing over here in Toledo? Let's peek at it. So 77,000. It's moving. At 90,000, they'll get a new factory. So I want to have enough money left
The
to
Transcontinental
get a nice
Railroad is
factory
nice
that they
company,
need with the
but you
supplies
always
they have
wake up.
coming in.
And so will you.
Did I not complete that rail? No, I didn't complete that rail because I'm silly. All right, let me go ahead and put a supply tower on it. Right about halfway. I overdo supply towers a lot of times, but you got to have at least one there. We're going to put a freight train in. We're going to take the Dragon, and we're going to set it up. Don't even have anybody to really put on him. Engineer would make him more
You
reliable.
don't mind it if I take a little look at your cards, do you?
Hey, stop stealing my stuff. Creative accountant stolen. These people are terrible. Set up a rail line from there to there, freight only, and want you to prioritize wood. I could have made it just the maximum of 8, but we'll let them take whatever is available. Yeah, 8's available anyway, so that's good. So got to get 50 over to Rock Island. I could actually build a factory over there. Boy, I'm starting to really rack up some money here. Of course, I have this on fast speed. That's probably why. Let's see here. This will reduce the maintenance. That's not bad. I mean, we'll take that. Less maintenance is a good thing. We'll see if I get this Toledo built up to 86,000. I got half the year to get 13,000 more. It's almost to the point where I can put another factory in. What do they have coming in? So most of this is stuff they don't need. Well, let's see. They got the copper. If I had coal, they could do a... They got wood coming in. They do got wood coming in. I will build like a sawmill or a paper factory or something that will just use wood. Because I can actually look at this, build factory. What can they do? They could do a sawmill. They could do a paper mill. I would need coal to do either of these, and it's too early in the time to do it. Well, they could do a furniture industry, but they're not that far ahead yet either. So it doesn't. I'd have to see what date that I could do that from. Let's see on their demand. Furniture. From 115,000 citizens. So I couldn't do that really, because it would end up being automatically generated as something else. So that's pretty cool because Rock Island's automatically giving them beer to take back to Madison, so I'll still make some more money. I ought to start thinking of buying my competitor out. I've got till 1858 to deliver 50 loads of lumber to Rock Island. So that's nice. I could go on that Chicago route and tell it to... I could actually get rid of that Chicago route. I mean, the only thing that thing is doing... it's bringing passengers. I could have it emphasize from Madison. Oh, let's have it emphasize passengers. Because I don't want all my lumber to be going to Chicago. I want it to come back over to Rock Island. So save your lumber. Save your lumber. Not bad. Toledo grows. We like it. Let's go look at our cities. Toledo. Oh, I can add some. They went over 90,000. Let me go ahead, and I've got the money to do it. Let's put in paper mill. Why not? I know I got a paper mill over in Chicago too, but you know what? Maybe I'll go with the sawmill. That way, if I had to, I could. If I'm not doing it in time, I'm sure I will. But if I was not doing it in time, then I would be able to take the lumber over from them. But they're doing great. 90,000. I still got 6 months to go, and almost 91,000. Still growing at 68% demand. As long as they maintain 50, I'm doing great. This has no suitable freight, which means they've filled up the warehouse with their stuff. I could let them go back and forth, or I could tell them you have to be a full car, but not worried about that. Let's see who we can hire. Well, you got office personnel. Hey, chief engineer. That's good, because you'll get me All construction sites and lower it by 3%. Yeah, we'll take you. What else do I have here? Bandit. I'm just not the bandit type. Too much of an egalitarian. Not bad, not bad. We're moving along. There you go. Madison to Chicago is just taking passengers and mail. So that's good. This train coming down here should just keep doing. And I could put a second track in, but I'll let them do their thing while I work on these other things, because they've got 8. They probably got another 8 coming. Yeah, he's got another 8 coming. If I put a second one, it'd be done twice as fast. But it's only 1851, and I've got till 1858 to get that done. So the other critical thing is to get to population of 100,000 in Toledo, and then get to Rock Island. And then I've got till 1861 to get 100 passengers direct from Toledo to Omaha, which is why I'm kind of saving up the money over
Look at
here.
it like this.
Hey.
At least you're in the paper. And with a photo, too.
She wrote a bad article about me, and they published it. You know, you're evil. I don't need that one for successful option. I just hope that that didn't cause a problem in Toledo. It's still growing. 93.5. So not bad. Didn't see what it was. 70% still. So she tried to pay off some newspaper guy to write a bad article about me. So I'm just saving up all this money. I could start buying her out or trying to, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to save that money for running the line direct from Toledo all the way out to Omaha. I've got to cross that river, that river, that river. I might be able to go up around Chicago, but then I'd have to build a bridge over those rails. So, you know, I'll probably just go ahead and roll with it. Yeah, I might sneak it out around there. I'll have to look and see which way I want to do it. Of course, I won't need this rail line at that point. When you're doing these scenarios, you'll find you can do stuff like that. I could just break the rail line here and say, fine, I really don't need Madison anymore. I don't care about them. So that way I could just make the train line come across and not have to worry about a bridge. I could just delete this train to get the money back, delete that track totally. Right now it's making me money, but I may get to the point where I need to do that. What do I got here? This will give me reduces maintenance required, increases profits from mail. I probably ought to go with the reduced maintenance required. St. Louis grows. Well, good for St. Louis. I will not even bother with stations in like Des Moines and whatever. I'll just go straight out to Omaha. But the big thing is I want to get me to 100,000 people. We'll end the stream there. 97.3 almost. And it's August. I should be able to get there, no problem. Because they're still running at 70% of demand. So we're just going to fast forward that a little bit.
Steamers are so much more pleasant than the railroad.
Oh, are they?
The gentle rolling of the waves instead of being bumped around.
Oh.
Strolling on deck instead of squeezing through the cars.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well-
no. What bad luck.
Well, what did she do? She did something. The funny thing is, Cornelius may have built, you know, his whole ferry thing in New York, but once he saw what railroads were like, then he founded the New York Central Railroad, and that's where he made most of his money. So yeah, he's trash talking me, but hey, 99,322, and we're still growing at a 70% clip, so we're about there, 99.5, and still August. That's probably where we'll pause it and stop it once we get there, and we'll finish it off on next week's stream. You know, and I'll be cutting all these up, put them on YouTube, follow my channel there. Search for Mr.
Toledo has
Prizz.
become quite big. Are you claiming that your railroad had a big influence on its development?
Yes, I am. So I need to get the rest of this wood over to Rock Island, and then I need to get out to Toledo, or from Toledo to Omaha. So boom. That's probably where we're going to leave it for right now. Tune in for the next episode. Hope you all had fun. Thank you, Mighty Pixel, for. Did you have fun, Katie? Thank you, Mighty Pixel, for tuning in. Thank you, Chud, for tuning in. Whoever else, it looks like there's a third person there, but they're not taking part in the chat. do this silliness every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Twitch, and then I make them into videos on YouTube. And I am going to start some tutorials on the game. There's some good ones on there by a guy named Attican. A lot of them are pretty long, though. I would just like to do how this mechanic works. Little 2, 3 minute, 5 minute at the most videos of how this works. Because it's not that it's a steep learning curve. It's that the in-game tutorials leave a lot to be desired. But anyway. So that's going to do it, gang. I guess until next time, we will see you and have a great rest of your day. And ciao!